First night of Chanukah tonight, and one of the 7 mitzvahs, Darabanan, that we have. And the Lashon of the Rambam is in Parak Daled. Halacha Yud Beis, mitzvahs der Chanukah, mitzvah Chaviva hi ad moed. Chaviva hi ad moed. The heilige mitzvah. What are we celebrating? Look in probably any halacha sefer. They'll probably tell you that we're celebrating the Hashmonaim, we're celebrating that we fought back against the Greeks, the Hellenistic approach. We fought back for the neshama over the guf. We fought for light over darkness. We fight for the few amongst many. And ultimately that the light, the ner, lasts for 8 days. Heilige Nes. This is even by the end of I think it's the end of the second Churban, 250 years before the second Churban, around Baruch, which would mean that it's the last big mitzvah that we have to go into Galus with. The last clear Nes. And Shlomo Volba, a Talmud Muvak from Rabbi Yerucham Levavitz, Zecher Tzadik V'Kadosh L'Bracha, in Chelik Beis, Parak 21, Esther Becha. So, as a couple starke kashas. Alle Shlomo Volba frags, mitzvah, there's the Mishnah in Masechta Avos. Yehuda Anasi writes in Parak Hey, Mishnah Daled, Asor Nisim Nas Olav Zinim Bebeis HaMikdash. It was a matzav of Talmud. There was constant miracles. It never smelled bad, and the flies, and there was constant miracles. Hashem, but the fire never got. The mitzvahs were Talmud in the Beis HaMikdash. These are Ma'asim B'chol Yom that crazy things were happening. So what? We should go crazy that the light went for 8 days. This is child's play, or even maybe even if it is Grois Zach. This is something that in a place where we're used to Grois Zachin. This is an average thing. There's Aleph base. There's a Kol Kach Gadol. Why is it so heilig that it lasted for 8 days and we should be masakin an entire new yantiv just based on this? So the Ali Shor brings a Moiridika 3 or 4 lines from the Bach in the beginning of Hilchas Chanukah, brought right at the beginning of Hilchas Chanukah. He brings the lashon of the Marami Rottenberg. Marami Rottenberg is a famous lashon. Says, I'll read you the lashon inside, that when the Yevonim came to attack us, what happened was that as soon as the Yevonim started to attack us, so Hisrashlu ba'avoda, we became lackadaisical, became melancholy, we neglected, we muffed the avoda. We left it by the wayside. Hashem was telling us every day do the avodah, and we became very, very blasé, very, very not interested in this avodah. And ultimately, says the Alei Shor, Hashem sent the problem. Hashem sent the Yevonim. Oh, you're going to be shvach about it? You're not going to have an excitement? You're not going to have a zrizos for it? Okay, so I'll send somebody to come and attack. The Yevonim came, and they started off with us. Says the Alei Shor. So what was the only thing that we could possibly do? We could come to show HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I didn't muff it. I'm back, and I'm no longer Srash L'Avodah. What do we need? We need a matzav of Mesiras Nefesh. The only way to show HaKadosh Baruch Hu that we're no longer not interested, we're still excited about it, was to go few amongst many. What we did is we now said, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you punished us because they're attacking us because we didn't care about the Avodah. I'm going to take 600 people, 600 Yidden with long beards in their fracks and attack 40,000 people with cavalry and horses and caravans. It didn't make any sense. It was taka me'atim yad rabim. It was taka chaloshim yad giborim. Taka didn't make sense. But it was the only way for Klal Yisrael to win. Because we we taka our Yisrael Avodah. We became shvach in our Avodah. What's the only way to Shvar Kadosh Baruch Hu? That we're no longer Yisrael with matzav of Mesiras Nefesh. Zog de Ali Shor, this is the chag for Mesiras Nefesh. It's a chag for when it got dark, when it was falling apart, but with Mesiras Nefesh, you can come back. Says Rabbi Yerucham, Moira de Gazach. Yeshut Rashiba with, hopefully this makes sense. I'm understanding it right. Says Rabbi Yerucham, when does a person go lo ma'ila min hateva? When does a person stop with this world and move on to the greater world? Move on to the olam ha'emes? Only after a person's exhausted. He's used it all of his ability, all of his koichas in the teva. Then he graduates to the olam ha'emes. It's only after you've done everything up to derech hateva, so now you go l'mayla min hateva. It's not the pshat that there's teva and then there's shemayim and there's the Eibusher. It's teva and then there's l'mayla min hateva. You're only zoiche to nisim bifrat with Mesiras Nefesh. After a person has done all of Mesiras Nefesh, then you see nisim. The chag of the 8 that the light lasted for so long, in a chanami is not kol kach gadol because nisim are happening. Says Alishar. It was a chag because it was the reinstitution, the Chanukahs Haneris. The Chanukahs Haneris, it was a new Mesiras Nefesh of, we're back. We say, Ala Nisim, Ala Shuas, Val Berkomas, Val Mulchomos. This is a famous kasha, but I wanted to connect it. We thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Gedanken al Mulchomos. You thank for the Mulchomos. You thank for the Yeshuas. We already thank for the Yeshuas. So what's the Mulchomos? But the feast also. The Mulchama was the Chetimsa that we were able to get back to a matzav of that we're no longer Yisrashlu ba'avodah. 400 against 40,000. I'd like to also connect that by every mitzvah we have a matzav of the avodah that you do. You buy an esrog, and then if you're a mahadrin, you buy a chazanish. And if you want to have a Pesach seder, so you buy a bar tanura, and then if you want to do from a hechra mitzvah, you buy the whatever is the mahadrin. But when it comes to the mitzvah d'Rabbanan of Chanukah, you will not find a house that doesn't do mahadrin min mahadrin. Modern Orthodox people, you will not find a house mahadrin that doesn't do it. You can't even buy it. Well, you buy a menorah of one ner, you can't find it. But that's all the mitzvah. It's ner shebesai. Because the entire mitzvah, I want to suggest, is because it's a Mesiras Nefesh. That it's above and beyond. That's the entire holiday. The fact that the light burned, taka. Whoever said that the Eibusher said that oil should burn, said vinegar should burn, is not a nace. The nace is only that there was a Mesiras Nefesh Shabbat. I didn't realize that the Rashi was going to be here, so I might have to cut out the last part of the speech. But Rashi should be mindful if it's Vagam and the Rashi was covered. But hopefully it won't be. Are we to say that we're not Yisrashlu ba'avodah? Can we make a shvuah that we're not Yisrashlu ba'avodah? Can we make a shvuah that we're lighting the menorah in a matzav of even a little bit of excitement, even with a little bit? Can we say, Taka, that basically halacha that I think it's brought in Hilchos, the beginning of Hilchos Tefillah, probably, that if you do not say Shemayna Esrei, the first bracha of the upos with kavana, that you're not yaitze. Not even like I think you need more. Not even an Amidah L'fnei Hashem. You also need the Pirush Amidah for the first bracha. Can we say that we're not Yisrashlu ba'avodah? Do we taka have kavana in the first bracha of Shemayna Esrei? We have kavana in the first line of Kriya Shema. I don't think it's a coincidence that Chanukah falls out right before Teves, right smack in the middle of winter's month. And my brother told me that Rav Avram Yeshua said that it's a good thing that Chanukah falls out in Bein Hazmanim because otherwise it would ruin the Zman. But maybe not. Maybe it's Taka that we need the kick in the pants. We need that there's a couple months left, the last Kabbalah, maybe the Gaitnish, but there's still a couple more months left. Let it be that this Chag HaChizuk, we should see the Neiros, and we should understand them for what they are, which is a Chag of Mesiras Nefesh. And with the Rashivas Rishos, we should all be mechazik to completely re-undertake with a Naya Kabbalah, to say Kriya Shema with the Mesiras Nefesh, to come to Shir with the Mesiras Nefesh, to steig and to learn and to daven and give HaKadosh Baruch Hu Nachas Ruach and the Rosh Hashiva Nachas Ruach, all with a tremendous amount of Mesiras Nefesh.
Amen. Thank you so much for joining us for the Gishmak of Art podcast. Harav Hagoyin Mechol Brook.
Pause it and put this on the table.
He's busy adding his own notes. The guys, see you over there.